Hello and welcome to my Championship Game Week 31 predictions. Championship is back this weekend, even though it didn't really go away, did it? FA Cup is next week though, so we have that to look forward to. So yeah, a lot of games spread across the weekend. We've got Monday, Friday, Sunday games, Saturday games, of course, as well. So yeah, let's just jump straight into my Championship Game Week 31 predictions. Into the first game then, and we start tomorrow night where Charlton take on QPR at the Valley. Charlton be looking to win this, of course, after the back of a very good 2-0 away win at Leicester City. 2-1 home win for QPR over Coventry. Recent Coventry showing theirs. We'll speak about them shortly. Are they starting to bottle it? Who knows? Good win for QPR though last time around. Earlier in the season, QPR won this fixture by 3-1 on the second to last day of August. 3 wins for Charlton, 3 draws, and 3 wins for QPR. All level on the head-to-head records. Last time they played at Charlton was a 1-0 win in the Championship back in 27th of June 2020. That was COVID season, of course. Charlton did get relegated that season. 18th sit Charlton, 11th sit QPR. QPR will be looking to bounce back from that win. I think Nathan Jones is going to make this as scrappy as possible. I don't think this be a excellent viewing on Friday night, but I'm going to back Charlton to win this one. Go for a 1-0 home Charlton win in this one over QPR here. Charlton beat QPR not quite comfortably, but they'll beat them and get over the line with a scrappy Nathan Jones 1-0 here. Derby Ipswich is the first one of your 12:30 kickoffs. Then the Rams will be looking to take that away form into their home form and start winning some games. They drew against West Brom last time they were at home. Very disappointing result. They did thrash Bristol City by 5-0. That should give John Eustace's side some momentum, but they come up against an Ipswich side that haven't won in 2, and they'll be looking to bounce back as well. Ipswich did draw this game earlier in the season. It was a 2-2 draw. Needed a last-minute Clark penalty, didn't it? 7 wins for Derby, 5 draws, 9 wins for Ipswich. Last time to play at Pride Park was in League One. 2-0 away win for Ipswich on that one. This one takes place in the Championship. I'm going to back Ipswich just because Derby's home form's absolutely dreadful. I'm going to go for a 3-1 away Ipswich win here. May sound a bit surprising, but I just see Ipswich absolutely dominating this one. Kind of pulling away from Derby in terms of quality. So 3-1 to Ipswich here over Derby County and John Eustace. Norwich Blackburn now, and Blackburn's second game without Valerian Ismail. Of course, they did beat Sheffield Wednesday in the week. Probably wrong time to sack him. Maybe when they have Sheffield Wednesday coming up, you give him a bit more time and then give him this Norwich game and then see how that goes. If he doesn't do well in this game, then sack him. But takes place at Carrow Road. Philip Clement doing an absolute brilliant job down at Norwich. They did lose to Middlesbrough. Did Norwich City, and they'll be looking to respond from that against the Blackburn side that are managerless at the moment and will be searching for a manager pretty quickly with these games they've got coming up. Norwich did beat Blackburn by 2-0 earlier in the season away from home. 8 wins for Norwich, 6 draws, so 5 wins for Blackburn Rovers. Yet Blackburn still looking for a new manager. Damian Johnson is the coach at the moment. I think he will be interim coach or backup coach or whatever, caretaker, whatever. Norwich are going to win this. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Norwich City home win here. I think it'll be quite a comfortable win for Norwich and Blackburn without a manager. I think we'll be struggling, definitely. So, Norwich wins by 2-0 over Blackburn Rovers. Into another 12:30 kickoff, Southampton take on Watford at St Mary's. Of course, Southampton actually found in a bit of form recently. Only 1 loss in their last 5 in all competitions. They've been doing very well, and that was against Hull. They have sold Adam Armstrong, remember, to Wolves, so that will be a big loss to them. Watford are also managerless. A couple of managerless teams in the Championship at the moment. Leicester also one of them. We'll get onto them in a minute. Javi Gracia leaving Watford, of course. They haven't won in 6 matches either. They've only scored 2 in the last 5. This should be a pretty routine Southampton win if you think about it. And Watford's away form has been pretty crap along with that. 2-2 draw earlier in the season at Vicarage Road. 10 wins for Southampton, 9 draws, 2 wins for Watford. Last time they played at Southampton was a 3-2 home win. I think it was It was a Flindale's at 99th minute winner. I think I remember watching or seeing that one when it went in. Southampton win this quite comfortably. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home Southampton win here. I think they'll have a bit too much for Watford in this one. And yeah, Watford also managed Leicester. They might struggle. And yeah, Southampton win 3-1. Birmingham take on a managerless Leicester, and this has to be a win for Birmingham with their form, and at the moment they look pretty good. Good win away at Oxford last weekend, unbeaten in their last 6 matches in all competitions, unbeaten the last 5 in the Championship. Here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park, 13th versus 17th Leicester. Would not overtake Birmingham even if they won this. Earlier in the season, Leicester did win this by 2-0 over Chris Davies. Birmingham have only won this head-to-head 1 time recently, or yeah, in the last 10 or so years, I think. The last time they did win this game was in... Oh God, we have to go back. I can't find it. Cannot find it. Anyway, 1 win for Birmingham, 2 draws, 10 wins for Leicester. Last ended was in 2011 in the Championship. On the 16th of October it was Birmingham. I know Rooney's Blues gave them a game, or we gave them a game, sorry. Birmingham going to win this. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. I don't think Leicester are going to be quite as good, even though they're managerless at the moment, aren't they, Leicester City? But yeah, I'm back at a 2-0 Birmingham home win in this one over Leicester here. Coventry versus Oxford United then at the CBS, and two sides that haven't been on the best of form lately, although they did pick up some decent wins before their back-to-back losses, both these teams. Oxford getting a big win over Leicester. Coventry also the same over Millwall and Leicester, respectively. Head-to-heads looked like this earlier in the season was a 2-2 draw between the sides. Leicester did play at Coventry. It's a 3-2 home win. I think Hadji Wright scored the winner in that one. 7 wins for Coventry, 2 draws, 4 wins for Oxford. Yes, Oxford do have a pretty good head-to-head. Well, I know they've lost 7, but they've done okay against Coventry in the past. First at Oxford, 23rd. Coventry surely get back to winning ways. I think it'd be tighter than people expect. I'm going to go for another 2-1 home Coventry win in this one over Oxford. I think Oxford might give them a bit of a game in this one. But yeah, I think Coventry will just get over the line by 2-1. Hull versus Bristol City next, and Hull doing very well for themselves, up in 3rd. Brilliant season from Sergei Kurivic's side this season, or so far this season. 10th Bristol City, very much still in the playoff race, only 5 points off it, which isn't too bad, you would say. Yeah, it's not too bad when, 4 points off it, sorry, telling a lie. They're on 43, aren't they? Yep. Yeah, head-to-head earlier in the season, 4-2 win for Bristol City over Hull. Hull have only won this game 6 times, 9 draws, 9 wins for Bristol City. Last time play at Hull was a 1-1 draw in August 2024. Difficult to call Jurkovic versus Struber's side. I could see Bristol City nabbing something at the MKM here, but I don't think they are going to get anything. I think Hull will win this. I think it might be a bit of a goal fest. I think I'm going to go back a 3-2 home Hull win in this one. Just because fancy Hull at home. They've done quite well here so far at home at the MKM this season. I'm going to back them to get another result by 3-2 over Bristol City here. Preston versus Portsmouth is next. The Battle of the Peas at Deepdale. Preston haven't been on, well, they've been on absolutely dreadful form, have they? Portsmouth unbeaten in their last 4 since that Arsenal defeat in the FA Cup, of course. Yeah, they've been doing okay. Preston did get an okay result away at Ipswich. Portsmouth beat West Brom last time out by 3-0. Did pick up a draw against local rivals Southampton and drew away at Watford as well. They beat Sheffield Wednesday away. Been on a little ride of Portsmouth so far this last 4 matches, I should say. 1-0 home with for Pompey in August earlier. 2-1 Preston win last time to play at Deepdale. Yeah, 2 wins for Preston, 3 draws, 2 wins for Pompey on this one. 9th versus 20th. You feel Portsmouth have to kind of win again if they are to steer clear of that relegation zone. But I think Preston might have a bit too much quality, and they haven't won in a while. It's about time Preston won a game, so I'm going to back Preston to win this by 2-1 at home. Maybe a bit boring and basic, but I just see Preston getting over the line in this one by 2-1. Don't see a lot in it though between the sides. I think it could be a scrappy affair. Now into what is a bit of a local derby as West Brom take on Stoke. I think it always has a bit of needle to it, this one. I don't know why. They're nowhere near each other, but they're about an hour away from each other. I think the Hawthorns, this one takes place both sides on really, really poor form. Stoke's last win coming against Coventry in the FA Cup. West Brom's last win, I don't blooming know when that was. It was probably against Sheffield Wednesday. No, it was against QPR on the 29th of December. They had an okay festive period, but it was nowhere near good enough. 1-0 win for West Brom over Stoke on the 30th of August. Earlier in the season, 1-1 draw between the sides. Last time it was played at the Hawthorns on the 18th of January 2025. 12 wins for Brom, 8 draws, 10 wins for Stoke. It's a great game to watch in the Championship this weekend. Stoke injury hit. I'm joking on that one. West Brom can't play football. Yeah, I'm going to back Stoke to win this. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away Stoke win. West Brom just can't buy a win at the moment, can they, under Eric Ramsey? Change him out, I think. Right, they should have kept Ryan Mason looking at hindsight. But yeah, I think Stoke win this by 1-0 away at the Baggies. Wrexham versus Millwall then, and this should be a good one in terms of the playoff race. Both sides in the playoffs at the moment. It's 5th versus 6th in the Championship. Wrexham ride a bit of a way, back-to-back wins for them over QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. Millwall only lost to Coventry in their last 5 in the league. They did get thrashed away at Burnley though, which was a bit of a problem. In all of that, they did beat Watford away. They beat Charlton at home. They drew at home to Sheffield United. They've been everywhere pretty much from Millwall in the last few games. Wrexham would overtake Millwall, and this will probably almost get Wrexham in a prime position to take one of the playoff spots this year. Millwall have only conceded 36 goals, performing exactly against their goals against XG. Who cares about XG? Nobody cares. 2-0 away with for Wrexham earlier in the season. Are Millwall going to get some revenge? And I'm going to back them too. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away Millwall win in this one. I think they're going to get back to winning ways and get their revenge over Wrexham in this one. So yeah, back in Millwall to win this by 2-1 away at Wrexham. Swansea, Sheffield Wednesday now. I'm not going to gloss over this because I think it will be a pretty routine Swansea City win. Swansea beating Watford last time out. 2-0, good win for them. Sheffield Wednesday lost to Blackburn in the week, lost to Wrexham at the weekend. They haven't been conceding many goals, but they just can't score any is the main issue for Sheffield Wednesday at the moment. I think I said that last time, and it continues to be a problem. Swansea's only lost in their last 5 came away at Hull earlier in the season. This was a 2-0 away Swansea win. 6 wins for Swansea, 5 draws, 2 wins for Wednesday. Swansea win this easy. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Swansea win. I know Sheffield Wednesday have been keeping it quite tight recently, but I don't think that's going to happen here, and Swansea are going to run away with it. I'm going to go for I've already said it, 3-0 to Swansea City over Sheffield Wednesday. Monday night's game is a lot better than that one as Sheffield United take on Middlesbrough at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United beating Oxford on Tuesday night. Of course, big win for them. 4 wins on the trot for Middlesbrough. They're looking pretty good as well under Kim Helber. They've been brilliant since he's come in. As I've said, they continued where they left off under Rob Edwards, didn't they? Unbeaten in 3 for Sheffield United. Now they haven't lost since that Southampton game when the last round of midweek fixtures were played in the Championship. 1-0 win for Middlesbrough earlier in the season by 1-0 over Sheffield United. In that one, 4 wins for Sheffield United, 1 draw, 8 wins for Middlesbrough. Last time they did play at Bramall Lane was a 3-1 home Sheffield United win on the 12th of February. Middlesbrough sit 2nd, Sheffield United sit 15th. This game could be a belter on Monday night. It really could. I think it could be any result. If Sheffield United turn up, I could see them winning. If Middlesbrough turn up, I could see them winning, and I could also see a draw, and that's what I'm gonna back. I'm gonna back a 2-2 in this one between Sheffield United and Middlesbrough, as I don't think. Well, I do see them cancelling each other out, and if Sheffield United turn up, then they will. But if Sheffield United don't turn up, I think Middlesbrough could roll them over quite comfortably. But yeah, 2-2 in this one between Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. Thank you very much for watching my Game Week 31 Championship predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell while you're at it. Yeah, try and get to 280 by the end of the week, month, whatever. Just subscribe and hit the notification bell, please. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And the next video will be on tomorrow for Premier League predictions. So don't forget to stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell for that. And I'll speak to you on the next one.